Hi, this is Sky Nelson Isaacs, author of Living in Flow and the creator of the Living in Flow course. I want to share with you some of the questions that have come up around the course material that I'm launching. The Living in Flow course is designed to give you tools to take you from feeling stuck or disempowered in your life and seeing that life circumstances, synchronicities, are showing up to give you stepping stones towards your next level of accomplishment, whatever that is for you that you're seeking in your life. Leveling up your game. So the question I want to address today is, how do I access more of the fruitful branches of my life? The model is that there's a branching tree of all the possible outcomes or futures that you could experience, and some of those have apples on them, which represent outcomes or situations that align with your intended outcome, although it's more complicated than that. It has to do with what your actual anticipated experiences are, and those can be positive or negative. But in any case, how do I access the more fruitful branches? What are the tools I follow in order to experience more of the apples and not miss them and land on the other branches? Let's say you're at a wedding party and it's time for toasts. Do you get up and give a toast? Well, you don't have to. No one's going to miss you if you don't give a toast. And yet you might have something really valuable to say, or something you really care about saying about the people. So do you hold on to your vision long enough to get the chance to do something meaningful in your life? Do you stay with that wedding party long enough to get your chance to speak up and share your vision? Or do you sort of say, well, it's easier to let someone else do it? And this is a place where I think we can get a lot of practice by noticing in our life, what are the deadlines coming up? Have I invested in those deadlines in a meaningful way? Not necessarily in that particular job or that particular social event, but in social events or jobs like it, in things that would move me in that direction on the tree of possibilities. And if I have been investing, and I continue to invest to what I call build momentum towards the type of outcome I want, not necessarily the specific outcome I want, but the type of outcome I want. And I don't give in to the urge to take the easy path, which is shorter or less difficult. And I stay focused. If it's true for me, if it's authentically what I want, I stay focused on the experience I want to have. And I do things every moment that are heading in that direction, that are identifying that experience on the tree of possibilities as apples and weighing down those branches for me. Then I create a momentum that leads towards an experience that I want to have. But it can be very difficult when we're faced with real worries in the world, real stressors and fear about stability or safety or looking good. It's difficult to choose the path that requires more faith. And here the faith we need to have is faith that by building momentum, something will unfold which is beneficial to us. And that's the path that I think leads to being disappointed with our circumstances and feeling like, well, synchronicity just doesn't show up for me. You gotta wait. You gotta hold on to your vision long enough for the world to know you mean business. So I encourage you to bring your sense of conviction along with a sense of compassion for others and listening and all the tools that go with the Lorax process: listen, open, reflect, release, and act. Living in Flow is about being on our own journey of growth and healing and finding in the world what is useful for us to raise ourselves up to a higher level. And in doing so, we begin to raise other people up as well. Thanks for tuning in. Please check out the Living in Flow course and the Living in Flow book at my website, skynelson.com, or the letter youtthrivehere.com/living in flow. All right, I'll see you there.